All right. So I know some people are going to be slowly coming in a little bit late, but I want to go ahead and get started. One of the things that we're going to kind of piggyback on this week, you guys, is what we talked about last week. Highly visible, highly active, and then just really simplifying coaching so that anyone and everyone can do it right now. I don't want you to get confused with, oh my gosh, I got to focus on my database, or oh my gosh, I got to focus on realtors, or oh my gosh, I got to do all this stuff. So in summary from last week, we kind of connected it to the book, The Atomic Habits, and not creating a habit chain and not breaking that habit chain. So we talked about a 3X day. So that's where we called 3 leads or prospects a day. We called 3 realtors a day, and we called 3 past clients a day. So 9 phone calls a day. 9 phone calls a day keeps a recession away. You got it? 9 phone calls a day keeps any recession in business away. It keeps the doctor away relative to us hurting or getting hurt in business. So, and it's simple. We all can make 9 phone calls. And so I was having a conversation with my coach this last week, and he goes, well, Dan, and this is my core coach, the guy that I pay a lot of money to learn from. He goes, Dan, I'm curious. What would you say to a realtor that you're calling every single week and they're not sending you business? And I said, well, first off, I'd look at myself in the mirror. If I'm calling a real estate agent every single week and I haven't met with them and I haven't taken a deep dive into their business to see where I can help their business, that's my fault. So if I'm calling a real estate agent every single week and I've met with that agent and I've added value in that meeting and they're still not referring business, I would ask them, how's business going? But I would point the finger back at me. I didn't provide enough value, or I'm not providing enough value weekly when I make the phone calls to get them to refer what business they have to me. Or maybe a follow-up question would be, how is business going right now? And do you have anyone that I could be following up with? Those are really, really simple questions. But I think I flipped the table on my coach going, I would take the blame for that. If I'm calling a real estate agent every single Monday or once a week and they're not sending me business, that's my fault. That's my fault. Or the only reason why it's their fault is that they don't have buyers. Okay, that's it. And so I want to kind of start off today with that and encourage you guys. The other question that he asked is, what if you don't have enough realtors to call? That was a great question. So this is what I wanted to start off with you guys today, because we're doing the 3x3, 3 realtors a day. If and that's a week. So let's just say 21 realtors, 21 to like 25 realtors. If you don't have 21 to 25 realtors that you could be calling, how do you go get more real estate agents? Well, 1, you can look them up in Zillow. Number 2, you can go to Google and just search real estate agents in Mill Creek, whatever, the name of your city that you want to look for. Or you can go and ask one of your top real estate agents 2 things. You can ask them to pull a top 200 list for you. Hey, I'm looking to connect with more real estate agents. A big part of my business is serving realtors. Would you mind, when you have a moment, I know you're busy, when you log into the MLS, could you pull a list of the top 200 or 300 real estate agents in Snohomish County? Oh yeah, absolutely. And what they'll do is they'll print that off and then they'll send you the report. And then all you have to do is Google them to get their phone number or their address, and you're good to go. The other way that I like, and this is what I've been doing lately, I'm calling real estate agents that I do business with or that I know, and I'm being super humble with them. I'm hosting a homebuyer a lunch and learn. And I would love to connect with more real estate agents. Over the last few years, I haven't been able to hold classes. It's something that I like to do because of COVID, but I'm trying to connect with more people to add more value to real estate agents in our community. And that would help me build my business. Do you know of anyone in your office that I could use your name to connect with? Or if you feel comfortable, do you mind giving me a couple of names or maybe making an intro? That would be awesome. See, we're so afraid to ask, but what I'm finding, there's humility in the ask and they're wanting to help. What I'm seeing is that they're willing and wanting to help. I did this the other day to a real estate agent that's never even sent me a deal. And he's coming into my lunch and learn today. And I just asked him, I say, do me a huge favor. You got a couple guys in your office that you hang out with, real estate agents that you hang out with? And he goes, oh yeah. And I go, bring them with. I'm trying to connect with more real estate agents. It's a big part of my business. I love real estate. I love investing. I love marketing. And I love meeting more real estate agents. Would you mind bringing them? He was like, yeah, I got a text the other day that two out of the three are coming. So that's the easy way right now. So going back to our theme day, the 3x3, 3 realtors a day, 3 past clients a day, and 3 prospects a day. We also got to go back 2 or 3 coaching sessions. Who are we? Like, who are we? What do we do? Well, I'm a mortgage broker. I'm a mortgage advisor. I'm a home loan consultant. Okay. So that's your job title. But what do? We originate mortgages. Okay, cool. What do we really do? Well, how do we get paid? Well, we get paid when we go find someone to originate a mortgage for. Oh, wait. Okay, so you sell something because you get 100% commission. Yes, that is what we do. Oh, cool. So you're a salesperson. Yes. Okay, so remember, you guys, we are salespeople. We sell. Our product is us. People buy from us because they like us and they trust us, but we sell a mortgage service. You guys, we have to get that through our head that we are salespeople. If you want to fight me on that, I'll see you down the road, probably out of this business or broke. And I'm serious. We are salespeople. If you don't buy that or believe me, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time arguing with you, but the sooner that you come to terms with the fact that we are sales professionals, we sell. None of us are getting base salaries. None of us. If we don't sell, we go broke, right? So we are salespeople. Salespeople have to make sales calls. A sales call is anything where you're talking about business or asking for business. And I'm gonna beat this home until everyone hopefully gets this on these calls. We have to make sales calls. A sales call to a past client is connecting with them, loving on them with gratitude and appreciation. And then at the very end, after we get through everything, how's the home? You have any big plans for the home? Any big plans for the summer? How are the kids? Blah, 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 blah. A question I'm asking all my past clients is right now, what's one big thing if you could change about your house that you would do? What's one big thing if you could change about your house? What would you do? And I write it down. And it's just a conversation. It's like, we'd add a second story or we'd update our landscape or whatever. Cool. So the next time I call them down the road, maybe down the road, I can bring that up. Have you done anything with your landscaping yet? But at the end of that phone call, after we've built some rapport and reconnected and everything, say, hey, Taylor, I had an incredible time working with you when I helped you buy your first home last year. And based off of the survey that you gave me, you did too. I just wanted to ask you real quickly. Hey, the market has completely flipped upside down, meaning we were super busy last year because rates were in the 3s and the 4s. And I've really never had a business where I'm out marketing all the time. I do a really great job for my clients. And in return, my clients oftentimes just recommend us to other people. And so I could really use your help right now because interest rates are up and there's a very limited inventory. I'm having a hard time meeting new clients, but I'd love to work with people like you. So if you know of any friends or family members that want to buy their first home, notice I didn't say, do you have anyone who wants to buy or refinance real estate? Get particular, get specific on your sales calls. Taylor was a first-time home buyer. So Taylor, do you know anyone, coworkers, friends, family members that want to buy their first home this year? And then shut up. Well, you know what? I was just talking with my friend and she came over the other night. She loved my condo and she was like, she would love to own one. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Hey, would you mind introducing us? I don't care if she doesn't want to buy for another year. We do home buyer classes every single month. And there's so much confusion in the market right now. You know this, but I'd love to connect. So that's a sales call. That's how you call a past client and make a sales call. Real estate agents, it's a matter of just getting with them, meeting with them. A great way to close down a sales call with realtors is just simply asking, do you have any problem files right now that are keeping you from getting paid? And I always like to say that because I want them to lean on me for getting paid. And when we're working together, I want them to see how valuable I am because I'm getting them paid. Real estate agents are 100% commission too. If you have any problem files right now that are keeping you from getting paid. Number 2, hey, do you have any prospects that I can follow up with? And then number 3, when was the last time you mailed your entire database an item of value? Well, I don't know. Cool. I'd love to connect with you. I've got this program called HomeBuy. It's incredible. I've gotten 7 referrals in the last 40 days from this software. And I can add all of your clients to an account of mine. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam them. You control it, but we can add them to this account and help you generate more referrals. Plus, I can show you how to use video through this program. It's incredible. It's an incredible way to generate more referrals, especially in these turbulent markets. So you guys, these are sales calls. They're not just checking in and, hey, how was golf last weekend? Well, cool. Hey, if you need anything, let me know. That's not a sales call. If that's a follow-up call, my team makes those calls. Hey, if you need anything, just let us know. We're always here to help. A sales call, sales pros like us make. We're asking for some form of business. Okay. All right. So I wanted to start off with that. Today is going to be quick. Like I said, I'm going to call an audible from the coaching calendar. We were supposed to talk today about the bond market and better understanding the bond market. What I wanted to do is I want to talk a little bit more about, it's halftime, you guys. It's halftime. And I posted this on social media the other day, and in this private coaching group that I have, this mortgage group that I have, I got a lot of feedback on this idea that it's halftime right now. We are in 2022, June of 2022, and I think all great teams, great businesses, great teams. Give me 1 second. I want to get this thing. It's not allowing me to share. Hold on real quick, you guys. There we go. So it's not allowing me to share. So you're going to see the full screen with me. We'll roll with this. Hey, Rob Hallam, because I see you. Can you see my screen? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got it. We were disconnected from the internet. Here we go. Okay. So we're at halftime. I think all great sports programs, the Seahawks, the Sonics when they were here, the Mariners don't have halftime. But you get what I'm talking about. All sports teams, when they go into the locker room at halftime, they're either ahead, they're tied, or they're behind. And what great coaches do is they'll go back and they'll evaluate what they did in the first half. Is it working? Cool. If we're ahead and it's working and we got these guys, keep doing it. Let's make sure we're hydrated. Let's make sure we're substituting properly so we keep the energy up and we keep rolling. Now, if we're down, we're going to evaluate. If we're down, we're going to evaluate what in the heck we need to do. If we're down, we got to evaluate what in the heck we need to do in the second half. Okay. Now, if we're tied, it's the same thing. We got to carry that momentum. The problem is oftentimes in business, we don't look at it that way. And the reason why I'm using this analogy today, you guys, is we are halfway through 2022. I'm getting my ass beat where I'm down. Like I am down from November of 2021 when I goal planned and vision planned for 2022. I am getting whooped right now. And I'm getting beat by myself. The market's tougher than it was supposed to be, but that's like me going, oh my God, the other team's tougher than they were supposed to be. We thought they were going to be. Dude, you're at a championship game. They should be really, really, really good. So to blame this on the market is an excuse. I'm the first one right now as your coach taking full responsibility. I wasn't prepared for my opponent, which was 2022. I was not prepared for rates to go up 1.5 to 2 points. I was not prepared for there to be a lack of inventory. And I'm not putting in the right amount of activity and work to beat this monster that we encountered in 2022. I'm getting whooped right now. And I know almost every single one of you guys on this call is getting whooped too. So here's what we do. We're in the locker room at halftime and we need to reevaluate. We need to reevaluate what we need to do to win 2022. Now, here's the thing. Win in 2022 might mean reevaluating your dashboard, your goals of loans closed. This is the time to do it. Let's be completely realistic. Let's be completely realistic with ourselves right now. My goals were to close 35 loans a month because I've done that the last 2 years in a row. I've averaged 35 plus loans a month closed each month. I'm closing less than half of that right now. So here's how I have evaluated 2022 for Dan Keller. I went back to 2019 and I looked at my second half of 2019. My opponent is to beat July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2019. I want you to write that down. I want you to go back to 2019. If you weren't in the industry then, or you weren't a producer back then, then you need to set some realistic goals. But I need you guys to have goals that you need to hit. It's called a dashboard. It's something that you have to hit every single month. And then we work backwards from there with the activities. I'm not going to go deep into the activities. If you're not putting in the work right now and you're not calling realtors and you're not calling past clients and you're not calling prospects, then you're just choosing to not do the work. You're choosing to lose. You're choosing to lose the second half of a game that you're actually in right now. We're in the game. We're not getting completely clobbered, but we're down. The other team, the market, let's just call it 2022, because I don't want to blame the market or blame anything. 2022 is winning right now. Let's go out and let's beat 2022. So we need to reassess where we're at. I wanted to start off with this. The idea of us, we're caught in the trenches right now. We're caught in the trenches right now. And I've always had the mindset of dream bigger, but dream bigger faster. If I think I could close 100 loans a year, set that at 150. If I thought I could close 200 loans a year, set it at 225, but do it sooner. So set that goal, and I want you to get after it for the next 6 months. So if you've been in the industry, I want you to look at 2019, and I want you to look at what you closed in July, August, September, October, November, December of 2019, and that's your competition. I want you to beat it, okay? And we're going to start. I was going to do a 1-year goal worksheet with you guys. I don't want to do that. I want to go right into, let's reevaluate 2022, the second half, and let's start from there. The next thing that I want to do is if we're going to reevaluate 2022, you need to evaluate units and volume. I like units. I don't really care about volume. I like income, because that's something that we can attach units to. Savings, how much money you're saving every single month. And then the fourth thing I want you to attach to it is something miscellaneous, like weight loss, improved marriage, building a team, growing yourself. That means you're going to read a book or two, or maybe start going to church or something like that. Okay. I want you to attach it. But here's the thing, you guys. I have always made fun of New Year's resolutioners, because there's like a 99% chance that all New Year's resolutions fail. And the thing is that people oftentimes feel like they need a new year. They don't need a new year. They need a new you. They need a new mindset. Okay. And so what we need right now at halftime is we don't need anything new. We need to renew our mindset. And the mindset is, cool, 2022 is ahead because I'm not putting in the work. It's a little bit tougher than it used to be. So I got to put in a little bit more work. I got to grind it a little bit tougher, a little bit harder. Okay. And in doing so, I got to have a better game plan. You got coaching. There's zero excuse. If you're in the Northwest region at NAF, there's zero excuse for you not to achieve your goals other than yourself. If you're not hitting loans that you're supposed to close right now, you can't blame it on anything. You can't blame it on product. If you think it's product or if you think it's pricing, I want you to call me when we get off this call, and we'll sit down. We'll have a talk with Tony, and we can figure all of that stuff out. But I don't think that's the problem right now. I think the problem is finger pointing back at us. Okay. I'm going to send out this 1-year goal worksheet that I have. And the reason why we're not going to spend a lot of time on this right now, but this is a great goal planning worksheet. You just cut it in half for the second half of 2022. But the quote that I put at the very top of this is so, it's incredible. And it touches the heart of what I'm just talking about. The reason why most people fail at achieving their goals is because they give up what they want most for what they want now. They want comfort. They want to appease their feelings. Read that, you guys. What do you want most? I want security. I want $5 million in the bank. I want my home paid off free and clear. I want to be able to send my kids to college if I have to. I want to be able to put money away for my kids so that they can have a little boost in life when they start financially. So these are my purposes. These are my whys. But when I don't make those sales calls, I want you to write this down and put this above your desk. Put this on your smartphone. The reason why most people fail at achieving their goals is because they give up what they want most for what they want now. I really wanted to lose 45 pounds, but it's so easy to have that IPA. It's so easy to have that cheeseburger. It's so easy to have that, my favorite food, which is pizza. It's so easy because that's what I want now. But what I want most is to fit into my jeans, is to look good when I wear a t-shirt. They look good at the beach maybe when I go fishing, right? So it's so important, you guys, to understand that talent isn't the issue, mindset is. It's one of the most important quotes, most valuable quotes that I've ever seen. Okay. And so on this 1-year goal sheet, you're going to find, I believe in SMART goals. SMART goals are specific. SMART goals are measurable. SMART goals are achievable. SMART goals are realistic, and SMART goals are timely. They have a timeline attached to it. So I'm going to leave this be with this. I'm going to close with this. I want you to shut your eyes right now. I want all of us. In fact, I'm coming back to you. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. I want you to shut your eyes for a moment right now. Okay, shut your eyes for a moment right now. I want you to imagine it's Christmas Eve, 2022. It's Christmas Eve, 2022. And you're sitting there with your family, or you're sitting there with your friends, whoever you would hang out with on Christmas Eve. You got the holiday spirit. We got a little bit of snow. We're in full-on holiday mode. How are you feeling right now? You got that crappy feeling in your gut that 6 months ago, I could have done something about my bank account. 6 months ago, I could have done something about my health. 6 months ago, I could have done something about my business. Do you got that good feeling in your gut going, you know what? I beat 2022. I crushed 2022. I needed 3 closings a month, 4 closings a month. And I averaged it. Doggone it. I closed 26 loans the rest of the year. I want you to put yourself Christmas Eve, 2022. Put yourself in that spot right now. I'm telling you, it's coming. And you're going to either sit there and you're going to feel like crap knowing you could have done better because Coach Keller told you to, and you had all the info in front of you, or you're going to feel victorious. You're going to feel just inspired and enthusiastic about going into 2023, because I'm promising you this right now. The tail half of 2022 is not going to be easier than the front end of 2022. I'll promise you that. Number 2, if you can beat the tail half of 2022, listen to me clearly, you will beat any market that the market ever throws at you, I promise. Okay? And I'm right here with you guys. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. I want to enjoy the holiday season, knowing that I beat 2022, not knowing that I got my butt whooped because I didn't put in the work. Okay? It's a great exercise. And I learned this from Ed Milet a long time ago, and I absolutely love this. 6 months from now, you will be reading today's headlines. 6 months from now, you're going to be reading today's headlines. Dan Keller did not make prospecting calls to new realtors on Mondays. 2022 beat Dan Keller. Dan Keller crushed 2022. He added 17 new realtors to his A, B, and C list from July to December. Keller won 2022. Happy, healthy, enjoying the fruits of my labor 6 months from now. 6 months from now, you'll be reading today's headlines. What you do today will show up in your life 6 months from now. All right? So let's take out a piece of paper and a pen right now, and I want you to write this down. At the very top of the piece of paper, I want you to write down monthly dashboard. And it has two components. On one side of the division sign or one side of the forward slash, you have income. That's gross pay stub income. Okay. So your dashboard could be $30,000 a month in gross income. And out of that $30,000 a month, you're going to save $7,000. I'm just saying that you have to come up with your own dashboard. If you need help with that, all I need is your current year-to-date pay stub, and I can help you with that. Okay. And then I need to know how much debt you have. So I'll give you an example. My dashboard is 120, 40, $120,000 a month income, $40,000 a month savings every single month. 120, 40. Did I win June? Yes or no? Did I win July? Yes or no? That's your dashboard. Now, what I'm having to do right now is adjust that, because over the last couple of years, it was a lot more. So I've adjusted my dashboard. I need you guys to have a dashboard. If you don't have a monthly dashboard and it's written in your office, it's written on your iPhone, so you know what you're shooting for every single month, it's not crystal clear. And that goes back to the SMART goals. Got to have clear, specific goals. Okay, so we need a dashboard. Underneath that dashboard, how we find that out is units. So I want a units goal. Is it 4 units a month? Is it five units a month? Be crystal clear on that. I want you to write down how many new referral partners, ideally A's. A's refer you 4 or more deals a year. How many A referral partners can you get between now and the end of the year? My goal is 17. I'm shooting for 17 A-B realtors between now and the end of the year. Okay. And then an accountability partner. It could be a branch manager. It could be a fellow loan officer. It could be a spouse. It could be me. It could be Tony. I don't care who it is. You got to get an accountability partner that we check in with weekly on this stuff. Okay. I'm using my wife as an accountability partner right now relative to realtors. She goes, why are your numbers down? Why are you so upset about your numbers? I said, I don't have enough realtors. I'm not making enough prospecting calls. Okay, well, what do you have to do? I need to make more prospecting calls. I need to have more activities. She goes, cool. What can I do to help? And I said, I want you every single week to ask me how many new realtors I got to meet this week. How many new realtors did you meet this week? That's my accountability partner at home. It's pretty crappy to go home to your wife and say, I didn't meet any new realtors this week. Okay, especially when that is connected to my goals. Last thing I want you guys to do is I want you to write down a 5-year vision. I want you to write down a 5-year vision. Your 5-year vision is where you will be in 5 years. This is a crazy cool exercise. It has 5 paragraphs. The first is family. The second is business. The third is spirituality. The fourth is health. And the fifth is money. It looks like this. It's June of 2027. And my wife and I just blank. We've sent our daughter Allie off to college at Pepperdine University, wherever. I wrote my 5-year vision in 2019. I've almost achieved everything with the exception of my daughter graduating and going to Pepperdine, and my son being a sophomore in high school. Financially done it, savings done it. So I've had to redo it. A 5-year vision is you talking who and what and where you want to be into existence. So I want you on a blank piece of paper, it's paragraph form. I want you to write down where you will be in 5 years. And I want you to write it like you're writing it either to a best friend or to yourself. So mine started off with, hey, it is June of 2024. Allie just graduated from King's High School and she's heading off to Pepperdine University to major in business. I'm so proud of her. Hudson's a sophomore, going to be a sophomore in high school. He's playing football. Last year, he lettered as a freshman. Football and baseball at King, blah, 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 blah. You see where I'm going? You're just talking each paragraph into existence, okay? Guys, it's 12:30. This was kind of a halftime pep talk, but also I'm your coach right now, and I'm trying to coach our team and how do we win the second half, okay? What we did the first half isn't really working great. So we need to rework a few things. I've just given you the tools to rework it. If we go out in the second half, you guys, and we do it, the X's and O's, what I was just talking about, we're going to come out the other side of this holding the championship trophy. I promise you. And it'll be a feeling unlike you've never felt before on Christmas Eve when you're sitting there going, you know what? Doggone it, I deserve this ice cold beverage because I put in the work. Let's enjoy the rest of the month and let's get after it in the first week of January. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get after it. Let's go to work. I'm going to go teach a lunch and learn right now for a bunch of realtors. And if you guys need anything, whether it be accountability partner, question on any of this stuff, forms, let me know, but I'll have an email sent out to you guys by the end of business with the documents that we talked about today. Okay. Bye, you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Got it.